I've just come back from Tesco and I am just going to show you my grocery haul. Mainly because part of my experiment for Year to Happiness is about the food that you eat and how it can impact on not just your health but also how happy you feel. I try to be as good as possible when going around the supermarket. Obviously there's lots of tempting stuff. Everything here is plant-based. I don't really have anything that isn't plant-based at home. I generally eat like dairy, egg, meat and fish free stuff. So I will show you what I bought. Kind of hard to get everything in shot really, but I'm going to show you. So this is everything that I bought at the supermarket today, laid out on my table, and I'm just going to go through stuff with you. So one of the first things that I always buy is walnuts. I really like walnuts. They're a good healthy fat. They are one of the better nuts for you because they're not too fatty. And I like these for like bulking out salads and things, and also I quite often I'll blend a little handful into my smoothies in the morning. I've got here 2 packs of the frozen mango. They're really handy. So it's they're like £2 for 500-gram bag. They're Ziploc as well, which makes them really, really handy for sealing back up so it doesn't fall over your freezer. They're good if you want to thaw them out so you can have them just as a bit of fruit, or what I do, and I leave them frozen and I make my smoothies, or like an ice cream out of them as well, and mix them with some banana. So I bought 2 of the mangoes and then one of the mixed fruit ones. Hummus. I absolutely love hummus, and this is absolutely the best hummus I've ever found. Tesco started doing this about 5 years ago, and it was a limited edition, and I remember freaking out thinking that I was going to be really devastated if they took it away, but obviously it sold so well they still do it. So broad bean, asparagus and mint hummus. It's so good, and I buy 2 of those with aubergine because I really like aubergine. I roast them, they're quite nice to roast, and asparagus because I quite like to either just have it boiled with a little bit of olive oil, lemon and salt, or they're good for roasting in the oven as well. I am so lazy that if I bought fresh onions whole, I just can't be bothered to slice them. They make your eyes stream, they take a while to cut up as well, so I just find it so convenient to buy a bag of diced onions. So they do them in white onions and they dice red onions, but it's so easy. So you just snip the corner, and then one of these bags lasts me a week or more than a week, and I use onions in pretty much everything I eat. So that is really handy. It's only £1 as well. Fresh spinach. I like spinach as a salad green, but also I have been putting them in my soups and my smoothies as well, so that one's a good one. I bought 2 packets of fennel. I absolutely love fennel. I love it raw, I love it roasted, I love it stir-fried, everything. So I use that all the time, and the reason I've got so much, I've also got still one in the fridge as well, is because I've been using it in my raw soups. So I just chop a bit up, stick it in my bullet and blend it with some other vegetables and some seasoning, and it makes really good soup. So that is another good item. Mushrooms. I buy one of these big kits of mushrooms every single week. I love mushrooms. They're great for bulking out meals, and I eat them for breakfast, lunch or dinner. I really like them, and I use them in all different ways. I bought normal white jacket potatoes, the larger ones for just roasting in the oven and having as a baked potato. I also bought some sweet potatoes as well. I don't often buy sweet potatoes, but I decided that I would push the boat out and have them today. Peppers. I searched for the only bag that didn't have a green pepper in it. Anyone else dislike green peppers? I just think red and yellow peppers and orange peppers are just so much nicer. But yeah, peppers, because I eat them raw, plus I use them in a lot of my dinners as well. I just stir fry them for a little while. Baby plum tomatoes, because unless your tomatoes are homegrown, which I have only recently discovered, big tomatoes can be really watery and tasteless. So the baby tomatoes have a little bit more flavour, but like I said, as I've recently discovered, nowhere near as much flavour as if you grow your own tomatoes. But I only have a little balcony. I've got 1 tomato plant out there, and I've already eaten all of the tomatoes that I had off of it, and they were amazing. I've never eaten a homegrown tomato before, and I just kept thinking to myself, oh really, what can the difference be? It can't be that big a difference between a shop bought tomato, but I was blown away. It had so much more flavour. So if you can grow your own, even better. I bought a pack of sweet gem lettuce. I love eating lettuce. I like just pulling off a few leaves and dipping it in some hummus, but obviously it's good for bulking out your salads as well, so that's another thing. I pretty much always have tomato puree. I only buy the cheap everyday one. I have tomato puree just for making sauces and things. If I'm doing dinners, it's easy, or if I make lentil and tomato soup, I'll use some tomato puree, so got some more of that. Flaxseed, again, Tesco have started putting so much stuff in these handy resealable kits, which is awesome. It stops you, you know, like they used to do those sticky tabs that you would roll the packet down and pull the sticky tab back over, but it never really worked very well. So it would always last a few times and then it start losing its sticky. So I love this, handy. Flaxseed I buy because, being mostly plant-based, I need to make sure that I'm getting plenty of omegas. So I use flaxseed, and I use lots of chia seed as well. I didn't need one this week because I've got a full one in my cupboard still, but they're good for getting that sort of stuff, those nutrients. And I use these in soups and smoothies, and you just blend them up. This is my first time buying craisins, but they were on special offer and I thought, why not? I'll probably just use these a bit of a snack, or sprinkle them on top of a salad if I make a salad. I tend to, with tinned goods, I tend to top up as I go along. So I used a tin of chickpeas last week, so I'm just replenishing the stock. So a tin of chickpeas. Same thing with a basic tin of chopped tomatoes. So handy for putting in everything, soups, stews, any kind of sauces. Tin tomatoes are awesome. These are the Tesco's own microwavable basmati rice. They're only 67p a pouch. As much as I like the Tilda ones, especially they do a coconut and chilli one that is amazing. It tastes really, really good. But these ones are just plain. I try and always have a couple of these just because I work really funny hours. If I work a late shift, I'm hungry at that time, I need to have something for dinner. But you don't want to start leaving work at 8, I get home about 10 past, and then have to start fanning around cooking a whole meal. So these are great for that. They literally take a minute and a half, and then I can just chop up some salad and stuff to go with it, and it's a really quick meal. So I always buy a couple of those. Couscous is another good one, you know, the packet couscous. I often buy that sort of stuff as well because it's quick. Red cabbage. I don't know how I'm going to get on with this because I don't know if I can be bothered to chop it all up. But red cabbage is really good for you, and I'm thinking of making like a sort of slaw with the fennel and red cabbage. So I bought one of those this week. Don't normally get red cabbage. Kiwis. I really like eating kiwis, so I've got a packet of those. I've got 3 cucumbers hiding at the back here. The reason I've got so many is that I find I get through cucumbers so quickly. I have it in everything. I eat salads with almost every single meal. I also will chop up cucumber and dip it in hummus as a little snack. But also more recently I've been adding it to my smoothies every morning and also into my raw soups. So I've really liked making raw cucumber and mint soup. It tastes so good. So that's why I've got 3 cucumbers. 2 packets of bananas in the back. I've still got 1 packet of bananas in the fridge. Bananas, again, a great snack, but also I use them in all of my smoothies pretty much. So I'll have a banana every morning. The other good thing is I like making like frozen banana ice cream with them as well. If I break up a couple and freeze them straight away, then I know I've always got something that I can quickly blend up and have as a sweet treat in the evening if I'm really desperate for something. A big lemon juice, only because I just find it easier to have a packet lemon juice. I know it's not the best for you because it's got preservative in it, as opposed to having a fresh lemon, but it's always handy to have it in the cupboard. So if I want lemon, I've got some ginger in the fridge still, so I'm trying to add some lemon or lime juice and ginger to my smoothies in the morning because it's supposed to be good for your digestion. Just one of the little Nando's lemon and herb sauces. These were on special offer. It was only £1. I thought it'd be nice if I chop up bits of potato and have like potato chips, dip them in some sauce. And then onto my milks. I don't have dairy milk. That's the reason I've got 3 because they were on special offer. They were 3 for £3, so I'm saving a bit of money, and they've got such long dates on them. I mean, this one goes right until July. Coconut and almond milk. It's really, really tasty. It's such a lovely milk to have, to add to smoothies, to put on cereal, porridge. It's really good. So that's the reason I've got that one. Plain coconut one as well by Outpro is really, really nice. I tend to add this to my smoothies a bit more as well because it's slightly lower in sugar than the other one. I get the soya light because I just find I prefer the flavour of this to a normal full fat soya milk. I find that the other one is just a bit too rich for me because I only drink soya milk in tea, because I just find personally that this one is the one that mimics dairy milk the best. I wouldn't have the other two in tea. I think their flavours are just a bit too strong, so I buy this. I prefer the light version, lower on calories as well. So there you go. That is what I bought. This will last me way over a week as well. I do tend to go mad. I get seduced by things as I go along, but the fruit will last me slightly more than a week. I did the same thing when I went shopping last Sunday. I bought 3 packets, the same combination as well, and I've only run out today, and it's Tuesday. So I've had loads of breakfast smoothies out of what I bought. This is what I've got, so that will last me over a week. So next week when I go shopping, obviously I'll chop up and change the things. There'll be some things I run out of, but I won't run out of everything.